Okay, hi folks. Right then, let's have a look at this camera. I hope you can hear us okay. Um, so, oh gosh, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I hope it doesn't disturb. Um, right, can you hear me okay? Um, Please let me know. Oh, hello Shana. Shana is here in the chat as moderator. So let's have a quick look. Yep, thank you, Oliver. You can obviously hear us okay. So, hello everybody, and thanks for joining us. Quite a lot to get through tonight, and I try and keep these to half an hour so I don't bore you to tears. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Karen, Rich, Anne, Here We Tow, Jules and Karina, Carrington's Capers, Martin, Jim, Faith, Top Notch, Lloyd, Caravanning with the Westies, Ian, Caravan and Motorhome Gossip, Sandra, Rob, Roland, Mac, Teddy Wanderer, hello Teddy, Caravan Vlogger, hello Graham, yeah, hello everybody. Oh my goodness, they're coming in thick and fast tonight. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at the numbers watching, 244. Oh my word, I can't keep up with this. I cannot keep up with this. That is bonkers. Hello from Denmark. Hello Jan. Hello Stephen and Carla and oh yeah, I'm wow, blown away. Whoa, that sounds like a good name for a Scarivore track, doesn't it? Blown away. My Dougal mug with hello written on it. Right. Oh my word, I cannot for the life of me keep up. Hello Lost Weekends. Hello Maria from Spain. Hello from Jonathan from Northern Ireland. Hello Jacob from New York City. Hello Rebecca from the Pacific Northwest. My word, I mean we've got people coming from all over the world. Amy in Maine, USA. From Blackpool. Yeah, I like Black. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for bringing us back down, Miss Vix McSwiggins. Oh, I'm getting warm here now. From Manhattan, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Um, oh my goodness, from Istanbul. Zoe's in Istanbul. Oh, Claire from Scotland. Good. Got someone from. Oh, got Kate from Southern Missouri. Obviously, got Shana in Portugal. Adrian. I forgot where you are. Jamie in Harrogate. Oh my goodness me. Mark in Yarrow Valley. Sylvia in Sunderland. Wait, Stitch, where is Dougal? Dougal, sorry. I'm really sorry about this. There you go, Stitch. Here he is. Star of the show. Star of the show. So, hello Jane in Mid Wales. Free the Mind in Glasgow. From the Black Country, Adrian. Hello from Poland and Ukraine. Oh no, it's not Dzień dobry. Is it Dobry wieczór? Is good evening or something like that. In Dudley, Steve, Stolo, British Columbia, Canada, Goedenavond, Alexander in Rotterdam. My word, I'm trying to keep up. This is just bonkers. Oh, and hello from Kelly in Oban. Hello. Dougal is a star, we know that. Yeah. Hello from Morecambe. So, right, okay, we'd better get on with this because I could be here all day. I'm blown away by all this. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. So I'm just going to go through what we're going to talk about tonight, and that is we're going to talk about Glynnis. You can probably see we're in Glynnis right now. We're going to talk about the Airstream. We're going to talk about my move to Scotland, and then we're going to talk about future plans. So first off, let's talk about Glynnis. Now then, this is very exciting, and I'm glad that Lost Weekends have joined us because you may have noticed new upholstery. So yeah, I now have lovely orange cushions, and that is down to the fantastic Phil and Julia at Lost Weekends. They have worked incredibly hard. You may remember I got the foams when I first got Glynnis because the original cushions were just blah. And so I got the foam, but I couldn't get it covered. And anyway, I found this material in John Lewis. It's actually John Lewis sofa fabric, but I like the orange and it's very close to the original. So thank you so much to Phil and Juliet at Lost Weekends for um, doing the upholstering. It looks absolutely stunning. So as a bit of a tie-in with Lost Weekends, Phil and Juliet, they brought these cushions yesterday, and I did a little interview with Phil for his channel. So if you want to, oh, thank you, Shana. She's already on the. Oh, she's already on it. She's good, isn't she? So Phil, if you could just confirm in the chat, he said he was going to upload it tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So that was a little interview with me, all about caravanning and YouTube and stuff like that. So yes, Shana's put the link to Lost Weekends channel in the chat. So if you could obviously give them a sub, and then look out for the interview coming up with me on their channel tomorrow. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, yes, tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. So tomorrow morning on Lost Weekends Caravan channel, you'll be able to see a bit more about the cushions and find out a bit more about what's been going on. So other plans with Glynis, now we've got the upholstery done. Curtains. The curtains are not original, and I really want the original curtains. Now, the very lovely Cameron, who is the chairman of the Retro Caravan Club, he has some of the original fabric from 1971 Sprites, the big loud flowers and things, and you really kind of need it in this caravan to lift it. So I'm going to get that off him, and then I need to get that material copied so I can then get the curtains made. So if anyone could recommend anyone who can copy original material, I'd be really interested. If you could actually leave it as a comment rather than in the chat, because the chat will obviously go, but a comment to the video would be really useful. Thank you. Other things need doing. The suspension's a bit low on one side. I've got a new suspension unit. I've got to get that fitted. The chassis, where I've been towing Glynis in the winter, all the salt has discoloured the chassis, so that's going to need stripping back and repainting in the spring. And then the interior, you can see this yellow is actually emulsion, and where the front window leaked, I've now had that fixed, hopefully. I haven't actually towed it in the rain since I've had it leaked. It was the window, the white window capping was actually on back to front. That was the problem. So we've had that redone, and it was a 1.2 millimeter wide, so we've had that put back. So yeah, where there's some staining on the wall, which was just leaking through the window, it stays stained because the emulsion doesn't breathe. I didn't know this, I found this out now. So that's all going to need stripping back and repainting in something a bit more suitable that is not going to stain. So yeah, got a few little jobs to do for Glynis. So that is the plans for Glynis, and once again, my lovely upholstery from Phil and Juliet at Lost Weekends. Now I'm going to have a try and go through some of your comments, but I cannot believe, I mean, 474 watching, my goodness, that's like nearly 500. That is phenomenal. So if I miss calling you out tonight, I'm really sorry, but there is just so many. And I just love the fact that people are putting where they're from, because it's lovely. Even, you know, from David and Fiona in East Kilbride. Hello Richard, Alan. Gosh, we've got so many here. Oh, hello Mum on a Mission. Hello Becky. Lee and Laurie and Jim, Linda, Anne. Hello Anne. Simon's joined us. Hello Simon. Jason's bucket list. Oh, that's a yes. Oh, well, you don't comment, you should watch on TV. Yeah, that's one of the things. But a lot of people also, I mean, 75% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribers, believe it or not, because you know, some people just don't have a Google account, so they can't actually. Oh, Phil's Garage. How about approaching a flag manufacturer? Well, Phil, It was Life's a Breeze. If you go to the description below the I've just moved video, you'll see a link to Life's a Breeze, because Life's a Breeze, and a lot of you will know them because they are at the NEC, Clive and Julie, they actually did give me the Scottish flag for that video. So do check out the link in the description under that video for Life's a Breeze, and yeah, do support Clive and Julie because they are a lovely couple. It's a family business, and they were nice enough to give us a Scottish flag for that video. And someone, oh, Sid and Ann Lewis, how's the heating working in Glynis? Well, you can see I'm starting to strip off. I'm going to actually have to turn it down a bit. When Phil and Juliet came around yesterday, they were rather impressed at how quickly it warmed up Glynis from cold. So yes, Mac, I am loving the heating. Oh, it's just gone down. So hello Pat from Southern Ontario, Gareth, oh hello Posh Cats, Carrington's Capers, Cars and Caravans, oh Rebecca, Warren, thank you. Oh, I'm too embarrassed to read that one out. Kenneth using up his 4G. Well, I'm using up my 4G, so there. Your bad seed, bonsoir, merci d'avoir nous rejoindre. Callum, East Kilbride. Oh, we've got more in East Kilbride. Over 500, really, Charlotte. Oh my goodness. So thank you everyone for joining us. This is rather incredible, and it's actually going to tie in with what we talk about later. So the next one, we've talked about Glynis, and the next thing we're going to talk about is the Airstream. And I have some really good news. And that is I had a meeting with Airstream at the NEC, and basically they admit that, you know, things have gone too far with it. But to be fair to Airstream, they've been very busy moving factories over in Jackson Centre, but they have committed their full support in getting my Airstream back on the road, to the point that they are actually sending an engineer to the chassis specialists where she's at the moment to make sure that the whole chassis repair goes to plan. Now we're very much at the mercy of BPW to supply the parts, and we're still waiting on those parts. So as soon as those parts arrive, they will be fitted, and then I'll get the Airstream over to Germany for the refurb. I've got a wonderful new cooker to go in it from Dometic, so I am really excited about that. Now the only downside is, as you can probably tell, I'm not on the island at the moment. I've come back down to England to do some filming, and I'll be going back up home to Scotland. Can I just say that again? And I will be going home to Scotland at the end of the month. Now, unfortunately, if the Airstream chassis is not fixed by the end of the month, I probably won't be in a position to even take it to Germany until the middle of summer. Because, as you can probably guess, folks, I have not spent enough time in my home. I only had 2 weeks, and I had to fly down for the NEC, and then I went back to go and pick up Dougal and open the mail and bring the car, and then come and pick up Glynis and come back down south. I've got some dentist stuff to do down in Kent and all that that's already arranged. So when I go back home to Scotland, I don't want to come all the way south again. It's a 2,200 mile round trip to Airstream Germany, and it's not one that I'm going to take lightly. So fingers crossed she'll be roadworthy in a couple of weeks if BPW get the parts in, and the Airstream engineer can, you know, has the time in their busy schedule to get that fixed. And if not, then I won't even be able to get it to Germany until the middle of summer. But if I can get her over by the end of March, if the parts arrive and she gets fixed, then I will hopefully have her back for the summer. So that's where we are with the Airstream. But as I say, Airstream Inc. in the US have committed their full support to getting it back on the road. And like I say, it's just been a really unfortunate thing with the chassis and the axle, and oh dear, you know, this should have been sorted ages ago, but it's one of those things that they didn't realise the chassis was cracked until they took the axle off, you know, and The axle thing took nearly 3 months because we had to wait for a new axle to be manufactured by BPW. But of course, as we all now know, Airstreams in the UK and in Europe are manufactured on Alco chassis. So modern Airstreams, you won't get this problem. It's just, one of those things, but it's all under control. I will be at the NEC in October in my Airstream. I tell you, I will. As much as I love Glynis too, and as much as I love this heat air system, I want my Airstream back for next winter, definitely. I miss my Alder heating, and I just miss my Airstream. I really do. So looking forward to that. Right, so that's the second of the 4 things we're talking about tonight. I will go back to the chat. Oh my goodness, I've got to go. Oh wow, 547. I mean 547. If you were with us, thank you so much. Hello everybody. Teresa in Norfolk. I'm just going to watch now. Yes, we have a new home. Thank you, Teddy Wanderer. Gregor McGregor, hello. Sid and Ann. I think I've said hello to Sid and Ann. Lee and Laurie. Mark. Home to Scotland. I love it. Yeah. Home to Scotland. Sorry. Did I say I'm going home to Scotland? I'm never going to get tired of saying that. Oh, yeah. Shana, yes, he's on the road too much. We're coming back. We're going to come to that in a minute. Travelling Tom, looking at houses on the Outer Hebrides last night. All my fault. Don't blame me. Yeah, okay, blame me. Hello, Stephen. Yeah, look, fingers crossed for the Airstream. Sorry, Linda, making you jealous. Saying going home to Scotland. Today, I'm going to go home to Scotland at the end of the month. Karen, wake up, Dougal. Well, Karen, this is. Can you see him on the screen? Oh, well, that lump there, Dougal. I'm really sorry, but your public. I could move that phone actually. If I try and move this, just so because otherwise, I know who you've all tuned in for. Can I do this? Is that going to work? Is that going to work? Probably overbalance the phone now. Honestly, the whole show revolves around Dougal. Does it not? Dougal, no, don't move. Now I've just moved the phone. Say hello to your fans. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah, all right. Yeah. This is the bit where I say he never smiles. Where were we in the chat? Now then. Oh, hello, crafty caravanners. Yes, we've all got everything crossed that the Airstream's going to work out. Timing wise, Henry, I couldn't possibly comment, but yes. Oh, where are the leather trousers tonight? Yeah, they're in the wardrobe. Didn't actually think to wear those tonight. I forgot. Oh, Oliver's obviously editing. I'm your editing companion. How can you edit and watch a video at the same time? I couldn't. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's that. So we've done Gliz and Airstream, and now we're going to talk about my move to Uist, and which is kind of going to tie in with future plans. And unfortunately, folks, it's not everything you going to want to hear. So I'll take a glug of mint tea. So first of all, I am totally and utterly overwhelmed by the lovely comments and the number of lovely comments that I've had since that video went live. Now, you can probably tell that video was 6 months in the making because, from lying in the bath in my house in Ashford, listening to Undar La and sort of putting the images together in my head, to the actual filming. And when I took Glynis to North Uist in December, we were kind of hoping to get the keys then, and then I could have, we could have launched the video quite a bit sooner. And then when I moved up after the Bursner Wohnfühlen project, I was just so overwhelmed moving in that I didn't get to finish the filming until I went back last week. So yeah, I am massively, massively humbled and grateful for all the lovely comments and just the love basically from everybody. And it is overwhelming. It's massively overwhelming, and unfortunately, um, I have some not so great news, which is part of moving to Uist was registering with the local doctor, and I registered with the local GP, had a small medical, and it's not actually good news. And basically, um, if I don't act quickly to decrease the pressure on myself and decrease the stress, I'm going to keel over. So we don't want that. And I also don't want to go down the route of medication. So while I am absolutely delighted to share with you my news, because I know how much it means to you as much as it means to me, I also have to put my own health first, and I'm afraid we actually can't go on like this anymore. And I'll just carry on with that, and that is, with your support, this channel has become one of the biggest caravanning and motorhome YouTube channels in the UK, and that's all down to you and your overwhelmingly wonderful support. But there is only one of me, and as much as there is Dougal, we love Dougal, he's not much good behind a keyboard. So there is just me, and I made a conscious decision a couple of years ago not to take on staff because I want to keep this real. I want to keep it just me and Dougal, and I think as soon as you get someone else in, you start losing that personal touch. But at the same time, it's extremely difficult for one person to manage a channel that's become this size. And to give you an example, folks, that last video has had so far over 600 comments. Every single one of them has been absolutely lovely. Every single one of them warrants a reply. If I were to spend 1 minute reading, digesting and replying to every comment, that is 10 hours. That's before we start looking at the messages that have come through on Twitter and on Instagram. And I am so grateful for all of them, and I do read all of them, but I'm finding it incredibly hard on myself to keep up with it and to give people the value they deserve. So I'm really sort of I'm quite torn at the moment, because I obviously have to look after myself, because if I'm not here then there's no channel anymore, and that's no good for anybody. But I also want people to feel valued. So what I've decided to do, because I don't want to devalue anything that I do, I don't want to devalue anybody who watches, is ask for your support in as much as if I don't reply to a comment, if I don't answer a DM, if I don't like your tweet or anything like that, please don't take it personally. I can't actually physically do it anymore. And the other thing I've decided is that for the next few months anyway, pretty much doctor's orders is that I'm going to have to halve the amount of content I put out. So we're going down to once a fortnight as of now, because I've really got to take some steps to look after my health and get back to fully fit. And yeah, not been too great the past few weeks, and I just don't want, you know, I don't want that to affect everything. And hopefully, you know, I mean, I'm hoping, you know, I'll tell you what we're going to be up to, but all I can say is that, you know, we're going to have to half the content on the channel. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you all, because a lot of you have been very, very, very delighted, as we have, with the news that we've moved to the Outer Hebrides, is that I'm gonna ask for your, how can I put this? My home is my sanctuary, and I'm going to need that more than ever to get back to fully fit. So I can ask everyone if they could kindly respect our privacy and our space when we're at home, because we all know the islands are very small, and people may find out where we live. And we've had it before where we've been staying with friends, people have spotted the Airstream and they've actually hung around outside the gate hoping to meet Dougal. Not me, Dougal, but you know what I mean. And it's very flattering and it's very touching, but it's also a slight invasion on privacy. So there have been some comments made, and I don't know how serious people were, saying, oh, we can't wait to come up and have a cup of tea with you, we're going to bang on your door, we're going to camp on your front lawn, we're going to do this. And they're probably, most of them are in jest, but I just wanted to set the record straight, folks, that if you do see us out and about in the Outer Hebrides, down at the co-op usually, please say hello. You know, it'd be lovely to chat with you. But you know, if you see us out and about on the beach, walking the dog, you know, say hi, it would be lovely. And you know, the rules on the US are you wave at everyone, and if you don't wave at us, I'll be very upset. But similarly, I would ask that people do respect my home, my space and my privacy, because, and I know most of you would anyway, you know, I really appreciate most of you would, but there have been some comments made that have made me feel a little bit uneasy. And like I say, right now, I'm doing some filming now. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, and I'm really looking forward to going home and switching off for a bit. And I need that sanctuary, and I need that space, and I need that privacy. Obviously, this doesn't apply to neighbours, you know, full-time neighbours on the islands, because you know who want to come around for a Kaylee, and already, you know, Ellie and Stephen and all that, and Stephen and Claire, all that, you know, all coming around. But I hope you get. I'm sure you will understand where I'm coming from. And I'm sure most people were joking when they say, we are going to bang on your door for a cup of tea, I'd love to meet you and pick your brains and ask what camper van to buy. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And yeah, but it's not just that for my health that I'm doing. I'm going to have to take out running again. I know, Dougal. I did the Couch to 5K a year or so ago, 2 years ago, as you may remember. And then I asked on Twitter, you know, does this ever get fun? People said, no, it never gets fun. So when I got to 5K, I stopped. But now stopping is not an option. So I need to do the Couch to 5K. So that starts tomorrow. So yeah, so that's where we are. So I'm sorry that sort of brought the whole atmosphere down a bit, but it's, as you can imagine, I've had a massive wake-up call. You know, April last year, I had a bit of a meltdown over the whole Airstream thing. But then, of course, since then, I've been moved push and pillar to post with different vehicles, and then I moved back into my house. And then, of course, the right house came along in Uist, which I wasn't expecting, but it was the right house. And then, of course, the whole process of selling mine, of course, I sold mine. I moved out of mine before I could move to Uist. I had to move into my mum's garage. Things have gone missing. I mean, now I've turned up with Glynis. I turned up yesterday at Burrs Country Park. No mains cable, because the mains cable was in my mum's garage down in Kent. Because I didn't pack it in Glynis, because I thought I might be taking it in the Airstream. And yeah, it's just been, yeah. Anyway, let's go to your comments. So that was that bit. Right, where are we? Oh, lots of hearts there. Thank you, Faith. So, yeah, the first comment I've just read, and I don't want to embarrass anyone, is someone's come to you, is can they come and see us? I'm sorry, no. Sorry, no. Really sorry. I need the space, I need the time. I've got 50,000 subscribers now. I can't. I'd love to be friends with 50,000 people, but I want to value the people that are in my life already. I hope you understand. Yeah. Thank you, Shana. Yeah, not leaving, just to shift on my health. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Sue. Oh, hello, Handy Andy and Rachel. Yeah, see, Rachel, you get it. Thank you. Faith, I really appreciate that. Yes, thank you, Kaz and Sandra. Bob, go to once a month. Yeah, the thing is, Bob McKay. And most of you know Bob and Aileen. Aileen's got the pet food stand at the NEC. I've got too much to say as well. You know, it's going to be hard for me to go down to twice a month, once a fortnight, because I want to share so much with people. It's going to be quite actually hard for me. So yeah. Christopher McGowan. Hello, Christopher. I hope you and the lovely Faith are enjoying New Zealand. And he says Kim Kardashian rarely responds. We understand. Yeah. Well, I've got my own Kim Kardashian down here. Hello, Rog. Yeah. Yes, David. Yes, more digital detoxes are required. Toe and behold. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So. Hello, Nana. Betty G. That was a very kind thing to say. But yeah, we. I think, you know, with this YouTube business, it's really hard for one person as well, because if you think of a lot of the other channels we all like, you know, Here We Tow is Jules and Karina, A Bus and Beyond is Sean and Lizzie, indie projects are Theo and B, you know, mine's Andrew and Dougal. Dougal, you're a rubbish secretary. You're a great dog, you're a great snuggler, but you're a rubbish secretary. Sorry, but he is. Right. Phil, I spent so long putting that camera in your teapot. Duh! I wondered what that was. Yeah, thank you, David. Yeah, I mean, as I say, some people, most people get it, but there are unfortunately people who don't. Low carb, who just, oh, it's just bounced again. I hate it when it does that. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, you said, you know, you wouldn't dream of knocking on someone's door, and unfortunately, it's happened. Not in this home, but you know, I don't have to park my car somewhere else. But here we are, Sue Kelly, low carb. I already do a plant-based diet, Sue, but I'm gonna have to. I was a bit of a Glasgow vegan. I was a bit too fond of my Burger King Rebel burgers and my KFC. No, I didn't do the KFC. I tried that new vegan burger once, but yeah, no more Rebel burgers, no more Greg's vegan sausage rolls. All that's out the window. I'm not too sure about the low carb. So doesn't matter. Thank you kindly. Hubby did the couch to 5k. Thank you. Yeah, I did it a couple of years ago, but it was when I got to the 5k bit, and then of course the program kind of stops, and then I just sort of stopped because there was no incentive to keep going. But now I have a really good incentive to keep going. Alan, where's your nearest park run? I believe there's a park run at Benbecula. So I will, once I get to 5k, I will, yeah, be joining the park run. Andreas, Dusseldorf this year. Oh, Andreas, patience. I'm coming to the plans. Karen, thank you. Linda, yeah. Yeah, Linda says take off months, not weeks, because moving home is stressful. It is, yeah. Hello, JC, James Crowder. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, so as I say, most of you get it, but as I say, I'm not going to name names, but way back in the comments, someone's already said, hey, can we come and have a cup of tea with you? And that was just tonight, probably before I said what I said. And hopefully now people will kind of get it. Yeah. Hello, Norman and Linda. Thank you. Audrey Forbes Hamilton. Oh, thank you for joining us. I don't know what your real name is, Audrey Forbes Hamilton, but every time I see you comment, I love it. And I always think of Bravinger and Mr. DeVere. So, yeah, always lovely to hear from you. Barbara Teague from North Carolina. Sorry, not California, Carolina. Sorry, Barbara. Thank you for your lovely message. Yeah, Harold. Yes, live streams, good idea, Kaz. I don't know, but anyway, we're going to come into. Oh, John, 0 carbs, lots of chicken, beef, lamb, and pork. Not so good for a plant-based diet. Oh, Colin, I've missed. Oh, get a bike. Yeah. The thing is, Colin, cycling and swimming are what I would rather do. But unfortunately, for cycling you need a bike, and for swimming you need a pool or a sea, and you don't always have those. Whereas for running, you just need those. So yeah, I really, 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 really good shop assistant today. I think his name is Jake in Sports Direct in Bury, Lancashire. So if anyone's watching who works for Sports Direct, especially in management. You've got a guy called Jake who's got like a fuzzy beardy thing in your Bury store in Lancashire, and he was amazing. So very impressed with. Yeah, credit where it's due. Anyway, right, let's get back to the program. My goodness, it's 20 to 9 and we've got nearly 700 watching. Oh my goodness me. Oh, thank you everyone for joining in. This is really, really humbling. So I'm just going to go through to the future plans and then we'll wrap up. So the future plans are Couch to 5k. That's private. Tomorrow I am off to make a video. There's going to be a couple of train themed videos because we haven't had those for a long time. We've had a lot of caravan and motorhome based stuff and a bit of frivolity in a nightshirt. So some of you may have noticed a new company that popped up probably 6 months, a year or so ago, called Suitcase Trains. Sheena, she builds little micro model railways in vintage suitcases. Oh my goodness, I love them. So I'm going to go visit her tomorrow and I'm going to film her process and talk about suitcase trains, because what could be more perfect for a caravan than a model railway in a suitcase? So really looking forward to meeting Sheena tomorrow and filming Suitcase Trains. So that will be out hopefully in 2 weeks. Then next video I'm going to make is going to be another railway themed video with someone who some of you may know if you follow Model Railway YouTube's Mouldy Raspberry, otherwise known as Lewis. And what we're going to do is use the caravan as a base for collecting sounds. And we're going to collect sounds, and these are going to obviously be train sounds. And then Lewis has got a fantastic model railway that I'm going to film. We're going to put those sounds over the top of his model railway and make it as realistic as possible. So it'll be a bit of caravanning, a bit of going out and about, and a bit of model railways. So I'm really looking forward to meeting Lewis and doing that one. Then hopefully, it's not yet a done deal, but hopefully going to the West Country, because so many of you have said, when are you going to visit the West Country? And when are you going to do a small UK converter of camper vans? So haven't signed it off yet, but hopefully then we'll be going to the West Country to look at a UK converter of camper vans. So that should be good. Then hopefully we're going to do some research for my own model railway in Scotland. By the way, I started that today um, at East Lancashire Railway because I was at Burrs Country Park last night. They got a little charity shop at the end of platform 2, and it sells second-hand model railways, second-hand books and magazines and stuff. And I got these 2 books. I got The Romance of Scotland's Railways and Scottish Branch Lines 1955 to 1965, because that's the period I'm going to model. And that I just think is the most amazing picture of Kyle of Lechaush station back in the day. You can see the David McBrain steamer, and I love that picture. So I just bought it for the picture. And those 2 books were a £5, so that was brilliant. Anyway, sorry, yes. So going to do some research. Sorry, Dougal, are we boring you? Could you come back and face your public, please? Going to do some more research and going to do a little loan caravan for that one. By which time it will be time to start talking about season 2021 models, because yeah, believe it or not, some of the manufacturers are now starting to talk about season 2021. And then, yes, we go to Dusseldorf. Haven't booked anything yet, but I don't think we could not go to Dusseldorf, could we, Dougal? So, and hopefully by that time, well, obviously Dusseldorf will be putting out a few more videos. So that is the plan. Videos once a fortnight for the next few weeks or months, just to give us a chance to really just take a bit of a break and get back to full health. So that's what we are doing. So I'll get back to your comments, and then I guess we better wrap up. So let's see where we were. Teddy Ginger Bear, yes, thank you. Thank you. Hello from Paul and Ian Chester. Hello. Ernie, yes, thank you. No McDonald's in Uist or Greggs. So yes, that's another thing. And as Shana said as well, driving, I do so much driving, and that in itself is not healthy either. It's just sedentary and a bit stressful because you're always on edge, especially turning a caravan. Did I get my own Navara back? Yes, I did. Nissan were excellent. I was very pleased with Nissan. So I got my own Navara back. From Brazil, from Siki Sua Nual. But sorry if I said that wrong, but hello in Brazil. Wow, that's brilliant. Rob, thank you. Rob Margerison. You've heard of private pilots suffering from get-there-itis. The prevailing idea that YouTubers must post often is clearly flawed. Yeah. Andy, thank you. Carl. Oh yes, Lost Weekends. Glad you managed to get the trainers and will help burn off the flapjacks. Oh, by the way, Phil and Juliet also brought some of Juliet's homemade soup, which was just amazing. Thank you, Juliet, and her homemade flapjacks. But there are still some left, believe it or not. I still have some of Juliet's homemade flapjacks left. Oats are good. Oats are very good. Kevin Eek, thank you. And Teddy Wanderer's looking forward to the collaboration with Mouldy Raspberry. We do what's right for us. Rachel models anything, villages, dolls, houses, trains. Yeah. Well, obviously Sheena, she does a lot of the modelling for her suitcase trains, which Joan Cowley loves. Yeah. So Joan, stick around because we're going to be looking into suitcase trains. Annette, hello. Thanks for joining us. Annette Fournier, one of my lovely regular commentators. Faith, your husband has a model railway in AA gauge. Brilliant. I've got 00N and N. Bob McKay, did you buy anything at the Glasgow Railway Show? Yes, I bought some little N gauge wagons, but they need spraying, they need doing up. So yeah, I did buy a few things at the Glasgow show. Jutta, I haven't said hello to you, Jutta, but yeah, she's noticed Dougal's a bit bored. David, yes, looking forward to the Lawns 2020 in Harrogate. because it's going to be a is it the Great Yorkshire Showground this year? So I might go to the Lawns because it's always clashed with Dusseldorf for me. But I don't know if they're going to change it. But yeah, if you could camp there, that's a game changer for me. So I might be going. I don't know yet. Stephen, what the West Country is? Does that mean Cornwall or Wales? Generally, West Country, Devon and Cornwall, because Wales is Wales. That's what I kind of go for. How far is Dusseldorf from the Jurists? Too far. As I say, North Jurist to Airstream Germany is 1,100 miles. Yeah, that's a lot. Carolyn, sorry, Liz, no trains in Canada. Carolyn, tell me about your late dad who had 2 model railways. Yeah, brilliant. Dave, other than this channel, what did I do for a living before? Dave K. If you search this channel for My Last Train, that will tell you what I did before. So, yeah, on this channel page, search for the video My Last Train. That will tell you what I did before. Rog, over 700. Yeah, it's dropped off now, but my goodness, wasn't that just amazing? Am I going to Skerryvore in Inverary? Unfortunately not travelling, Tom, because I did Tyree Music Festival last year, and the 15-year gig is bang in the middle of when I'm in Jurist, and I've kind of made a commitment to myself that I'm doing as little travelling, unnecessary travelling as possible, because my home's where I want to be. So Jurist is where I want to be. So I'm not actually doing any unnecessary travelling. So unfortunately that includes the Inverary gig. So I won't be going. Yes, it's not a retirement. It's not a retirement, Tom. Just cutting down. The Teagues screamed apparently when I mentioned their name. The teams, it's all bounced off again. I hate it when it does this. You scroll down and it bounces away. Gosh. So sorry I keep losing you all. Could advise to do the ketogenic diet. Keto diet. Yeah. I think I need to move my body, really. I really need to exercise. I mean, yesterday, I just spent the whole day either driving or sat. I didn't move at all, other than a quick walk for Dougal. Yeah, so, hello Eric in Holland, hello Jane. Kate, what's happening with your Airstream? Kate, you've missed the first bit, so when this is finished, rewatch it, you'll hear about the Airstream. Yes, doesn't matter, thank you kindly, personal boundaries, but yeah, I do feel bad to say no, but I have to say no. Check out Ray and Anna. Oh, Leah, is that the Leah Stevenson that I went to school with? I hope it is. Check out Roy and Anna Bass, they do Engage shows with Embleton Vale. I shall. Caravanning Life, hello David, thank you for joining us. He says there's a caravan site at the Great Yorkshire Showground, so that would be good for the Lawns 2020. Alan T. Oh my goodness me. So, oh right, Stephen, hello Stephen Woodruff. He was planning to be at Burrs this weekend. Where were you? I was there. And he could have helped me along, but never mind. Yes, that is the Leah Stevenson. Oh gosh, nice to have old school friends pop up. I hope you're doing well, Leah. That's fine. Anyway, so, yeah, saying no is fine. So there you go, folks. I'm going to wrap it up there, because I was hoping to be 30 minutes, and we've been 50 minutes, which is quite incredible. Mark Taji just bought the book Romance of Scotland Railways on Amazon. How funny. How funny. Mark's just bought exactly the same book. Did you fall for the cover as well, Mark? I mean, that is just... And then that beautiful picture on the back. I love it. So I hope you enjoy it, Mark. It looks like a really nice book. I probably shouldn't tell you I paid £2 for this book, but it looks really, really nice. So be good for some research. Okay, well, anyway, that's where we're at. So thanks everyone once again for joining us. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for your support in everything. And obviously, you know, thanks for your understanding in advance that we really do need to take it down a notch for a few weeks, months, whatever, just while I get myself back to full health. And yeah, obviously I'd like to say a huge, massive thank you to the lovely Shana for acting as moderator, and for Here We Toe as prepared to step in case Shana couldn't do it. And just, you know, thanks everyone for your support all the time, not just tonight but throughout. And like I say, if in the future I've not been able to get to your message, please don't take it too personally. Hopefully cutting down the amount of content shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you know, it is very hard to keep up with everything when there's just one person. And you all know I like things simple and minimal, and that includes the way I run my life and run my channel. And as I say, to take somebody on would I think spoil it. It wouldn't just be you and me, it would be coming through someone else, and I think you would just lose something if I took somebody on to help me. So that's why we're staying small, and in order to keep it manageable, I am going to have to cut down the amount of content I put out just to keep it manageable. So thanks for your understanding with that. So, oh Shana, you're an angel, telling everyone to click the thumbs up before they go. I am so amazed. Oh, was that someone here in San Diego? Did I just see? Oh, Manuel, hello. Nice to see you. Finally. Good. Oh, and oh, good. Gosh, yeah. So thanks for joining us, Manuel, in San Diego, Shana's old stomping ground. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for your company. Thanks for your ongoing support. So, okay, let's do this. Dougal. Dougal. Your public await. Dougal, come on. Dougal, could you please look a bit more interested? Dougal, come on. Dougal, come on. There. There. Are you excited that we had 700 joining us tonight? Are you? He never smiles, does he? All right, folks. Well, it just leaves me to say huge thank you to everyone. Thank you especially to Shana. But from Dougal and from me, thanks for tuning in. All right, everyone. Thank you. Good night.